Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. Or, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the VOD. Today is Testing Tuesday, and we're about to play the Stanley Parable for the first time. I've never played the Stanley Parable. We're already getting a little bit of, some streamception here. But we're looking at this, and then we can see on the computer right there. It's kind of weird, because this game is standard in a 4:3 aspect ratio. So I figured I'll just use this setup. Why not? I don't actually know how old this game is, but I got it for free and I want to test it out. I've heard really good things about it, but I don't actually know what kind of game this is. So let's go test it out. Here we go. This is a blind playthrough, so please, anyone who's watching the stream, please do not spoil anything. Please don't backseat me. If I do need help, I will use the safe word, and otherwise, assume all my questions are rhetorical. Does that make any sense? Cool, let's go. Let's begin the game. What the hell is this? Oh, thank you for the host. Hold on, I can't see. Virus, thank you for the host. End is never. The end is never. The end is loading. End is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Blind playthrough! It is a blind playthrough. What's with the, Why is it, the game is loading, right? It's just taking a while to load. Oh, there we go. I was about to press a button. Should I press a button to make it load faster? This ought to be fun. Click
This is the
skip.
story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was he, though? It's a little low?
And then
Okay.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hey, now I'm in control. So is the game volume better? Can you hear it? And can you hear me? I turned it up a little bit. Do I need to turn it up more? Music volume. High quality sound. Well, the master volume's all the way up. Is everything better? Or should I turn it up a little bit louder? So my name is Stanley, number 427. It's good on my end? It's good? Okay. Yeah, if the sound volume gets off, feel free to let me know. So is this voice gonna narrate everything I do? I got up from my desk one day and walked out the door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not sure.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm not sure if I can interact with anything yet. 24601? Is that number gonna matter? Well, actually, don't answer that. What? Okay, I can interact with stuff. It'd be better if I had my mouse. Not really. I'm playing with the controller right now. I turned the computer off. It's a pencil sharpener. I should expect to see Small Ant in here beating the pencil sharpening world record. There's no trace of my co-workers anywhere. Can't go back in my office. Can I zoom in on anything? Oh, I can crouch. I can crouch. Okay, that's cool. I'm on my way to the office, am I? INT? That number from this game is a reference to Les Miserables. I thought I was being clever. I've never seen Les Miserables, so I don't know. Well, I've seen it before, I just don't remember the number. If you're gonna quote Broadway, probably Phantom of the Opera. That's one of my favorite Broadway plays. What was my number again? 427? 427 wasn't my number, right? Is that the Umbrella Corporation? I've seen that in other games too. How do I know if something is interactable? Because I turned off a computer. Because it had a blinking red light. I can stand on the desk. Shit on Deborah's desk! Like a boss. Where did it go? Damn it.
Well, the first thing I do is talk to corporate, approve memos,
Like a pout.
lead a workshop,
Like a pout.
remember birthdays,
Flirt with Deborah. Get rejected. Shit on Deborah's desk. Point noted. Okay. Nighttime shop.
Long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
How long can I stand there before the narrator just gets tired of me standing here? I don't want to bore chat. I don't want to bore chat with that. Well, that was fun. Can I look around and not move? Wasn't expecting anything like that. So, yeah, I can just click the button and see if there's something I can interact with. Excuse me, game, Cat was singing. I wouldn't worry about it. My voice is so raspy today. Not a fan of Les Miserables, but dang, Cat is an awesome singer. Well, thank you. That song is actually from Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom of the Opera mask. Do I know any songs from Les Mis? So I know there's like On My Own. Do 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 do. I don't know the words really. What did I click? How do I know if there's anything interactable? Oh, I turned off another computer. It's like the arc numbers. Les Miserables is my least favorite musical, but my favorite meme. So those numbers are a meme then? Well, I don't know if the game wants me to be messing around with this stuff right now. I hate Mondays. Me too. I'm not entirely sure what's interactable or not. I can try opening doors. There's a ladder right there. I assume that was from there, lol. That's no problem. That's a fair assumption to make if you're not familiar with it. What if I just stare at this painting for a while? It's so beautiful. So does the coloring look okay? I believe I turned flux off, didn't I? Does the narrator say anything if I look at this painting for long enough? Wonder what kind of achievements you'd get if you just stand there long enough. Whatever. I don't want to bore chat. Like, I suppose you know what, persnickety. Does the narrator say anything interesting if I stare at this painting for long enough, and how long for? Like, if there's nothing gonna happen, then I'm not gonna waste my time with it, you know? It's like watching grass grow. Knows nothing about musicals? That's fine. Musicals aren't for everybody. I'm not a big Broadway fan or anything, but I do like Phantom of the Opera. What other songs do I know that are good? Does the narrator say anything? This is a persnickety question. With this particular painting. Okay. Like I said, if nothing's gonna happen, then I'm not gonna waste my time with it. Into this office.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, so he's like narrating. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Stranger Than Fiction. It's a movie that with Will Smith that came out like 2006, I think. So is he going to narrate exactly what I'm going to do? And what if I break the cycle and go to the door on the right instead?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I wonder if there's like multiple endings if I decide to do everything the narrator says, or if I don't do what the narrator says. The employee lounge is over this way, you say. How do I get to that computer? How do I know where the employee lounge is? Can't open any of the doors. I think it was Will Ferrell and not Will Smith. Did I say Will Smith? I meant Will Ferrell.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
So does the narrator get mad at me if I stand in one place for too long?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Is it like...
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I love this game already. I think maybe what I saw...
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Well, now I want to know if there's like multiple endings or something, but let's just get one ending to start with.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
That's where the game wants me to go.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This is amazing. There's a drafting table? Is it... am I working at an architecture firm? I wonder if an architect has played this game. Do not lay. You are lying right now. Stop. I'm not a liar. I don't know what the game is talking about here. What are you talking about? Why does it look like a mouse? Whatever. This really does seem like some dude is just narrating my life. The Harold Crick is his name? Xandrick?
Hello?
What's this about some guy named Stanley and a pear and a ball? What? Penalty for misuse of cargo lift 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift 5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
His voice doesn't sound convincing. Can I jump? Oh, wait, is that an ambulance down there?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
End is never the end is never the end. I died. This is good. I like this. Oh, do I start over? Yeah, this is room 427 again. Can I listen to this? Good jump.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This is interesting so far. Turn off all the computers that I see. Awaiting input. No? No? I'm wonder what this awaiting input is. Oh, input received. Well, now what? 1,000 cranes?
Hello.
Computer cursor is huge. You can only lift like 8 characters per line. Waiting for there to say, shall we try this again? I wonder. I mean, it just put me back in the beginning, so I didn't do very much.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So what if I just continue to go this way instead?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wish I could get in there and turn off that computer.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Now we saw what happens if I were to jump off of this. Misuse of cargo lift. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What if I were to fall down here?
Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Basavic, hello. He does sound like Wheatley. Listen to male GLaDOS now? Didn't have to pay the 5,000 fee last time, I didn't. Really? I was in the middle of something. Am I just gonna speedrun this game? Seems like I could get down there. I mean, I technically can, but I won't survive. Got some boarded up windows. 2B1. I'm not entirely sure what I can interact with or not. So far I can interact with some of the computers because I have a blinking light. Where the hell am I going anyway?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Through the red door, you say? I wonder if this is gonna have multiple endings, or if it's like no matter what I do, there's like inevitable things. Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
The red door. Hold on. Can I turn on subtitles? Is there a way to do that? Extras. Can I enable them? Yeah, sure. That'd be great. Yeah, let's enable saves too. Is there no way for me to turn on subtitles? I'm not a part of your system. But Dad's not a phone. I threw it on the ground. What button is it? Damn it. I threw it on the ground.
I threw it on the ground.
What you think I'm stupid? Do saved game. Sure, whatever. Game is now paused. Resume the game. Begin the game again. The red door. Meh. I went through the blue door a couple times. Can we go through this other door? The red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, it's just gonna be like a looping place? It's just gonna loop forever now? That's cool. That is pretty cool though. Oh, this looks scary. I don't like how scary and dark it is in there.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
That looks ominous.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Am I dying? Am I gonna die if I stay here? Oh, that's cool. I feel like I'm dying or something, right? Am I inside a kaleidoscope? How long should I stay here for? It's really pretty. Can I fall off this? Nope. Doesn't seem like it. You get to space in the game and the devs haven't finished coding it yet. I mean, there's obviously an exit right there. I want to see what else there is, though. Very pretty. Am I gonna die if I stay here long enough? Thinking cult? Now the green lights are going away. And so are the other lights. And now we got some red lights in here. Is it just gonna keep looping around forever like this? Persnickety, is there something significant if I just stay here for a while? Or is it just gonna be more lights? And we have the observatory area in Luigi's Mansion 1. That is a really nice place, actually. This is pretty, but is there anything else more to this? Or should I just move on? Like, if there's like something good that happens if I stay here long enough, then I'll do it. But if there's nothing happening after this, then I might as well just move on, because I don't want to waste my time or bored chat with anything.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
Right, where were we? I'm gonna do all the things. You know I'm gonna do all the things. I like finding multiple endings to stuff. By the way, I did get the other endings for Papers, Please as well. Some of the endings that I had to get were really no different than the other endings that I already found. Feels like this is all drywall or something. They're still building this place.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
What is this? Hold on. A photo of a child's drawing. We'll come out here one more time.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Apparently there's text if I keep coming back here.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Is that the executive bathroom? Where have I heard that term before? I know I've heard it before. Oh, that's a Family Guy thing, right? Executive bathroom, and then you get on a helicopter, you fly to an island, and you poop on a toilet in the middle of the forest. Ah, so peaceful. Kind of tuning in and out. Oh, that's no problem. This is a little bit mesmerizing, not gonna lie. Yes, Family Guy. I just like the different dialogue text.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
I'm sure the programmers had fun with the dialogue here. No? Nothing else? You will die. Don't go near the stairs. I'm gonna be Harry Potter today.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Am I supposed to leave? Why are all these windows and doors boarded up? That's another question. Oh no. Do I have to? I have to, right?
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
But these stairs go nowhere. I have to kill myself in order to move on. Do a flip. Does he say anything else? I don't believe I have the jump button, but I can crouch. Like a little bit slower. What if I go back in the kaleidoscope room one more time? I mean, because I'm gonna have to jump from the stairs. It's so nice in here. Won't somebody think of the children? Whatever. Do I need to refresh chat so I can see this thinking cult emote? Because I can't see it. All I see is text. Sometimes it'll take a few minutes for it to update. Like, do I need to refresh the chat? But there's no door up here. Guess I'm gonna have to.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
If I go up the stairs again.
No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
It's probably out of date. I don't put on mobile. The emote. Well, I'm looking at chat as it is in OBS as a docked module. How do I refresh that? Is that the thinking butt emote in a hood? I mean, you can't see it on this, whatever. It's a thinking finger butt. What are you doing?
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Way to guilt trip me, narrator, dude.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
There we go. The end is never the end. Yeah, we are starting over again. We start over again every time. Begin the game again. Options. What if I go back over here? Oh, what? Oh no, I saved over it. Shit. Whatever. I guess I'm starting over. What if I did what he actually wanted me to do?
Decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
I love this game. Red Burrito, hello.
And constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This is not really a super long game, but there's multiple endings. Plays it, bro.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
You have the holy donut. I have the holy hand grenade. I hadn't heard that dialogue before. Oh. Now there's two computers with input received. Is that how this works? I wonder if that's gonna make a difference later. I'm probably looking too far into this so early in the game. My number is 427. Good morning, movie bombs. There's other branching paths that lead over here. But what if I actually listened to what the narrator wanted from me? What if I just listened to him? Let's go to the left. Can't go in here. What does it say the time is? It says it's 11:25. Well, it's not attached to my actual computer clock.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Rip Franz? Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Meeting room floor 4XX. I wonder if this was like an actual whiteboard thingy for the developers of this game. I kind of wonder about that. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Actually, I think it was the closet that I saw. I think the closet, like if you go into like a broom closet and you stay there for like 5 minutes and then you get the narrator coming in. I think that's what I saw before. That's probably the only footage of this game I've ever seen. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep targets on the topic of blah. Not cost efficient. Standardize graphs 40 times wide. Synergize paper. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. $417, $405, $491, $416, $431, and Jim. Jim special. Jim doesn't need a number. Everyone else is just referred to by a number. Do I want to see everything that's on this list here? It looks really boring. I don't really want to read that. Oh, what? Hold on. I didn't read all the things. And we're trying to begging stop. Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out the triplicate and return to your Boss Appreciation Specialist. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards the conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict. Aw, damn. What are your dreams for the future? Nature, success, transcend, lunch, travel, metamorphosis, spring break, hope, less air, pollution, football, abode, mitosis? Tips for not getting fired. Talk less, do unbelievably amazing work all the time every day with no exception of promotion or recognition. Don't get
Stanley
fired.
just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Isn't it to assure your employees that everything is okay? Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on the text. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Did they get their sis to help them with their toe yet? Mitosis? Number of slides on this slide. Charts and slides. Slides. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts I'm begging. Stop, no more charts. I'm just going through all these until we cycle through them all the way. Why did we hire you? Remember that it takes 2 people to start a fight, and right now you're both of them. Wait, Tosa's talk radio? Why does it say less air in there? Also, Keiji, hello. Hello! How are you doing? If not getting fired, don't get fired. Buttave? Oh no. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you. This will calm and productive work environment. Ensure a calm and productive work environment. The thrust and bevel. Okay, I think we saw all the slides. Pretty much every office environment from what I've witnessed. Bi-quarterly post-review review. We need more, less reviews. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap? No. Work harder, hard worker. Teenagers. Size of demographic. Space between the teenagers. A lot of percent. This is the best graph I've ever seen. Throw something in the ideas bin. 1. No more bins. Trash cans. Reasoning of the ideas one. Firing of me. Renaming ideas bin. I don't know what that says. Whatever. I just like reading all these things. What do people want? Things. What does it say? Happy feelings? Mike James.
Bless you!
I think what's crossed out says happy feelings. Mike James, you are fired. Thank you for the bless you, Digital Smith. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs? Graphs about things and money. I'm Ron Burgundy? The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in segment. Stripes. Requires more secondary research. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. Profits. What does it say right there? I'm really liking all these signs. This is good. To do. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. Oh no. Monetizing free to play. This is too real. Chunky Meow, hello.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm just reading about all the things that are on these charts in here. What's it say? Help me post it? Is that what it says? What does that say? Can you read that? Can you read that, chat? What does that post-it note say? It says help. Something? But how are we doing, Chunky Meow? I'm doing pretty well tonight. I'm playing the Stanley Parable for the first time. A lot of stuff to read in here. So I already read that too. Anything on the table that we want to read? so many reports and stuff. We made it to the meeting room. We're trying to find what happened. Oh, wait. This is it. This is the broom closet. Help, I'm a post-it. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What if I just, like, did everything that the narrator said? Oh, this is fancy. Executive bathroom? No? I want to go into the executive bathroom. Now I'm sad. Gonna open any doors? Ah, waiting input, you say? I put my input in. Input received. Now it says 3 out of 5. I wonder what we get for this. Not fancy enough for executive washroom? I wish I was fancy. I'm so fancy. You already know. Do 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 do. Okay, let's see what else there is.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Some cool pictures up there. Spoilers!
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Not hard for me to see anything.
2845.
Chianti. Or is it Chianti? There's some fava beans around here.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
So I pressed it, now what? I want to see if you would say something if I did the wrong code. 2845. Just move the hell along with the story. Sorry, narrator dude, I'm exploring a little bit. This is great, I'm enjoying this. Link Plus. That just looks like plywood or whatever. Sometimes it's really hard to see what the hell is over here. I must have get myself out of there again. Okay, if nothing happens by going back there, I won't bother with it again. You have a lovely voice. Thank you, Chunky Meow. I'm just doing whatever the game wants me to do now at this point. Like, will I have to start it over? I'm trying all sorts of different branching paths or whatever.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Can go back up there? Why am I down here?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
If light is on, call extension 914 immediately. Mind Control Facility? "914 immediately." How do I call the number? 914. Yeah, that looks... I don't know, there's something suspicious about that. Walk straight ahead. Should I do what the game wants me to do? I think there's like multiple endings or something, right? There's a secret door in their office. What is this job? I don't know. Let's go to the mind control facility. The red light's on. Hi camera, I see you watching me.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This kind of looks like the room from The Incredibles. Kronos?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
You're being watched. Is this Big Brother? I saw there were a number of things that said fired. Everyone's reduced to a number. Well, now it doesn't say fired anymore, does it? Oh, that one says fired. 600? Does it go up to 600? Yeah, so 1 all the way to 600. What was my... I'm 427, right? That's me. I'm number 427. So I wonder who is, yeah, so 427, that's me over there. So who's number 420? I'm looking at 420's screen. And what about 69? 69 is all the way over there. We need to know who number 69 is. Can I turn this off? Can I turn this off again? I can crouch, but I can't move very fast while I'm crouching. Are you gonna mind control? Probably mine. We need to know 69. 69 is our savior, probably. Number 69 is somewhere on that wall. This is interesting, though.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What do these buttons even do? Very colorful buttons. So now, do we have like a puzzle in here now? Mind control status offline. Do we need to open these doors? Wonder what to degree this is actually a puzzle game then. I'm just pressing all the buttons, see what would happen. Who is number 69? Console disabled. It's very bright, actually. It's very bright. The power facility. Facility power. $142 to 1. $521. I'm guessing these are just the numbers of the people. That's me with vehicles with douchebag headlights. It's very bright. It's like, what are you trying to flex with your bright headlights? Maybe I should press some actual other buttons, right? Can I press this button? No? Waiting for contact. Seems to me like I'm gonna have to, Can I get up here? I can. That's number 4. Do I have to just press these in order? That would be too easy, wouldn't it be? There's facility power over here. I haven't been over here yet. Can't press the buttons? There's a big old red button asking me to press it. Press the big red button. Maybe the game won't let me. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. There's some code over there. I wonder what that means.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Danger electric shock wrist. Did that kill me? Am I dead now? I'm somewhere.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
I'm
but
suspicious.
to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
This seems sus.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
I am not in
skin,
control right now.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Yeah, we just woke up in here again. I'm like, nah, that's... There's more to it than that. Well, that's what happens when I do everything the game wants me to do. It said 914. Oh, whoa, there's papers everywhere now. That's different.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
There's papers all over the floor now. That is different.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Awaiting input.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Input received. What happens when I get all 5 things then? Yeah, the papers on the floor is definitely different. How do I get into that room? 425? Username access? I'm just turning off the computers. Can we get into the 420 room? Why does the music sound like it's getting really, thrillery, so to say? The music's a little bit scary, not gonna lie.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's what we did just now. And that beat the game for us. But let's continue to go this way, because I know there's more paths this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
But I can't get into these rooms. It looks like a meeting room of some sort.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
We've already been in here a couple times.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Still haven't gone through that path yet, but there was something else over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I kind of see what everything is, though.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off
Could
on
I
the
maybe
wrong
get
foot
down there
here.
somehow?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
We went down
story
there
has
already.
been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What do you mean, she? Who are you talking about? B4? What is this B4? I haven't been over here yet. This is new. Turn on the lights. Get in the forklift. Oh, that's bright.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What if I don't pick up the phone? Sorry, I'm a little bit busy. I can't get to the phone right now. Is he gonna say something if I don't answer it? How come it hasn't gone to voicemail yet? Maybe you can't do that on a rotary phone. And just unplug it instead?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice.
What is
It's
this?
the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Wait, what?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the
What?
best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have
Danger
been.
everywhere.
This way, please.
Danger. Danger everywhere. Danger, danger. He might be trying to tell me something. Please. I'm begging. Stop, stop, stop. I'm gonna plug the, gonna plug it back in? I can still go back over here. Oh shit, I closed the door, didn't I? I don't know, I could go back in here.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through
They
the story.
gated it.
That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with
They
reality.
put a fence around it. Because I jumped off of it before. Can I actually go through this way? Hey, it will let me go back this way. That's cool. Interesting. Here's a lounge room again.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
This is interesting.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, everything's kind of getting all melty. Oh no. Everything's getting all melty. Well, what is this? Four, 5, 6B, 1, 2, 3, something. Yeah, everything's getting all melty now. That's not good. Giving you all sorts of choices, though. Is the Matrix breaking down? Is that what's happening? Can I go in here one more time? Everything's getting all melty and warped. Like, should I take note of these numbers and stuff? 1, 2, 3 question mark 4, 5, 6B 7890. Did I take note of that? And now we're going through here again. It's significantly less warped over here.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Uh-oh. Oh shit. What are you doing to me, man? Oh.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's like shut down the game.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh god.
Behave exactly
This
as
is
Stanley
freaking me
would.
out.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
This is freaking
All right.
me out.
When Stanley came to
It
a set
did that
of 2
automatically.
open doors,
It automatically
he
brought me
entered
back
the door
here.
on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
All right, fine.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm going this way like you wanted me to. Oh, now it's closed.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
There was a door. There was a door when the room was all messed up that it didn't actually go through. The broom closet. You're not gonna let me go in there? Why not? Why can't I go in the broom closet again? That's the best room in the game.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I had the option to go downstairs before, and now it won't let me. Yeah, we don't have the executive bathroom anymore either. I want to go into the executive bathroom. Oh, this is different.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Why do you have a gun
Shocked,
into a panda's
unraveled,
head?
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door?
I am the most
Would it still
expensive
work?
boss.
There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Please speak clearly into the receiver.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
I can't talk. I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I can't speak.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of two open
Oh,
doors,
whoa!
he entered the door on his left.
Is that Stanley? Who am I looking at?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
The end?
Are
Thanks
you
for playing the
listening?
Stanley Parable.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Get some credits?
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I got some credits. We're starting over one. Oh, awaiting input? Input received. What the hell? Welcome to heaven, Stanley? I can move. Did I just press all the buttons? Do I need to press just buttons of a certain color? Maybe I'll be back in just a couple minutes to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do here in heaven. And I know that there's other branching ways that I could go. I want to see all the branching things, see what happens. I'll be back in just a little bit. I hope you're all enjoying the stream. I'll be right back.